Hi, welcome to Nagish Biology online classes. Those who have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to get newly uploading videos. Let's discuss about M phase. M phase, also known as mitotic phase. This cell division, mitotic cell division, also known as equational cell division, because during this division whatever daughter cells are formed in mitosis, both cells consist same number of chromosomes and as well as they are identical to parent cell. For example, if the parent cell has 10 chromosomes, whatever cells are formed at the end of the mitosis, both cells they consist 10 chromosomes, equal number of chromosomes, and they are identical to parent cell. So it is also called equational cell division because of having same number of chromosomes. Mitotic division or mitotic phase, also known as somatic cell division, because somatic cells of the animals usually undergoes mitosis. This cell division also called vegetative cell division, because in higher plants usually vegetative cells they can undergoes mitosis only. Vegetative parts means the plant parts which do not undergo reproduction. Higher plants like roots, stem, leaves, these parts are vegetative parts of the plant body. Usually these parts they undergoes mitosis. So it is also called vegetative cell division. Mitotic phase, M phase, it occurs usually in diploid cells, but in some social insects, lower level of plants, nothing but here bryophytes. So here haploid cells also can undergoes. But here whatever cells are formed, they are 100% identical to parent cell. So it is also called homeotypic cell division, because they are 100% identical to parent cell. So here in majority of organisms, in higher plants or higher animals and lower plants, lower organisms, in majority of organisms, this process helps to cure the wounds. So it is also called wound healing cell division. There are different terms are given by the different scientists. So here this M phase or mitotic phase, first discovered by that cell division of the M phase or mitosis, first discovered by Strasburger scientists. So here Strasburger scientists identified in plant cells. Here whatever M phase or mitosis that occurs in the plants, that is first noticed by Strasburger scientists in plants. But here first discovered by another scientist, Walter Fleming, in animal cells. So here in animal cells also mitosis we can observe. But that cell division, M phase or mitotic division, whatever occurs in animal cells, first that is noticed by Walter Fleming. Finally, Fleming coined the word. Fleming only coined the word mitosis for this cell division. So first time here the Fleming identified in animal cells, as well as Fleming scientists only coined the technical term for this cell division, mitosis. Mitosis, it involves two important events. that is karyokinesis. Second major event, cytokinesis. This already we learnt earlier classes. Karyokinesis, that is division of nucleus, that involves different stages like prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Like this, there are total 4 major stages occurs in karyokinesis at the time of nuclear division. But here cytokinesis, that is division of cytoplasm. But in the karyokinesis, so here during karyokinesis all the events, whatever major events occurs in karyokinesis, all these events occurs sequential order. The first stage of the karyokinesis, prophase. Second stage of the karyokinesis, metaphase. Whereas third stage, anaphase. Fourth phase, telophase. Let's discuss about detailed information about all these stages of karyokinesis. Now here we are going to learn karyokinesis, that is in the division of nucleus. That is the first stage, that is prophase. Now what are the major events that occurs in prophase? So here the cell after G2 phase, during cell division after G2 phase, cell enters into the prophase. But here in the prophase, what events occurs mainly? In prophase, the first event, condensation of chromosomes occurs. So chromosomes, they becomes short. For example, once you will see it is a cell is there. Inside the cell nucleus is there. But during prophase, condensation of chromosomes, shortening of chromosomes. That chromosomes, for example, if it is the cell, just will consider it is a cell. This is internally, that is nucleus is there. But it is karyokinesis. So here the major events occurs inside the nucleus. So mainly that nuclear events takes place in during karyokinesis. But division of nucleus, how nucleus divides in these 4 phases or stages. But here in the nucleus consists of chromosomes. All chromosomes, they condenses like this. Rod shaped chromosomes are formed. Earlier chromosomes are decondensed state. Chromosomes decondensed state, like this will be there. So chromosome, each chromosome has 2 chromatids. But like this chromosomes becomes like this. Imagine decondensed chromosomes will be in the G2 phase. Like this chromosomes becomes like this. But here once if you will observe in the prophase of the karyokinesis, so in prophase all chromosomes shortening or condensation of chromosomes occurs. At the end of the prophase, if you observe inside the cell, all chromosomes are completely condensed. That is the major event occurs during prophase. During prophase in animal cells, already centrioles or centrosomes, they multiplied in interphase. But one cell has 2 centrosomes. During prophase, in animal cells, 2 centrosomes, they starts to migrate towards opposite pole. This is what you call this one, centrosome. This is also centrosome. 2 centrosomes, they migrates to opposite poles. Migration or movement of centrosomes that occurs in prophase only. Now here from each centrosome, what we can observe? Radiating spindle fibers you can observe like this. So spindle fibers starts to arises from centrosome. A radiating spindle fibers arises from centrosome. These are radiating spindle fibers. Once you observe carefully, centrosome and spindle fibers, just radiating spindle fiber, they starts to arise from centrosome. This radiating spindle fibers and centrosome together known as aster. Aster formation also can be seen in prophase in animal cells. But here also aster is formed. But here this part also called aster. But here two asters are two poles or two centrosomes along with spindle fibers together called spindle operators. These two poles radiating spindle fibers, this pole, these two poles and radiating spindle fibers together called spindle operators. But here aster is formed during prophase. But here at the end of the prophase, if you observe, so slowly nuclear envelope, that is otherwise known as nuclear membrane, nuclear envelope at the end, if you will see, disappears total. If you will see clearly, first nuclear membrane will be there at the time of entry of the prophase, but the end of the prophase, if you will observe, so you will surprise total nuclear envelope disintegrates or disappears. Once at the end of the prophase, if you will observe under microscope, you will surprise total nuclear membrane disintegrated or disappeared. Within the nucleus, there was nucleolus also will be there, but that will be there at the time of entry of the cell into the prophase. That nucleolus also starts to disintegrate, and at the end of the prophase, if you will observe, all cell organelles, membrane bound cell organelles, total, that may be endoplasmic reticulum or Golgi complex or lysosomes, the total all cell organelles, so membrane bound cell organelles, all cell organelles disappears at the end of the prophase. But in the prophase, one chromosome, it has, I'm talking about prophase, one chromosome, it has two DNA molecules. DNA molecules are two chromatids or four strands. So you can use any word in the exam you can expect. A cell consists of four chromosomes in prophase. Number of chromatids will be there in that cell during prophase. So one chromosome has two chromatids, four chromosomes, 4 into 2, 8 chromatids. But here one chromosome, 2 DNAs or 2 chromatids or 4 strands. DNA, it is a double stranded structure. One DNA consists of 2 strands. So here if the chromosomes number 4 in one cell, number of strands 4 into 4, 16 strands. Again I will give the clarity. So here one DNA, it has 2 strands. So one DNA, it has 2 strands like this. Already we, but here the DNA, it is double helical structure. That DNA, it has 2 strands. So here one chromosome, that is equal to 4 strands, that can be seen in prophase. At the end of the prophase, if you will observe, nuclear membrane disintegrated or disappeared, nucleolus, darkly stained structure was there, that also disappears, cell organelles disappears. asters will form in animal cells during prophase. In prophase, one chromosome, it consists of two DNAs. Shortening of chromosomes, total it coils, highly coils, then the length of the chromosome decreases. Like this, the chromosome, it becomes rod shaped chromosomes. Size completely the decrease in. Now we will see what are the major events occurs in second stage, that is in metaphase. During metaphase, all chromosomes, they starts to migrate at center of the cell. Now you see, it is a parent cell is there that undergoing mitosis. So nuclear envelope already disintegrated. The scattered chromosomes will be there. Whenever nuclear envelope disappears during prophase, so all chromosomes, they starts to migrate towards different areas, different corners of the cell. Due to disintegration of nuclear, all the chromosomes, they starts to migrate center of the cell. But here all the chromosomes reaches to center of the cells, that is during metaphase. Now we took 4 chromosomes in a parent cell. Now these are poles are there. So total all chromosomes appears as a plate. A plate-like structure is formed during metaphase. So here the chromosomes starts to migrate towards center of the cell. That what you can call equator. The different areas were there chromosomes in prophase. All chromosomes starts to migrate center of the cell or equator region. So total all chromosomes appears like a plate. So this plate is called equatorial plate, that is formed during metaphase. So it is also called metaphase plate. Due to movement of all chromosomes at the center of the cell, this plate, equatorial plate or metaphase plate. But here how you can remember, easy to remember for examination point of view. So metaphase, first letter M, metaphase plate, first letter M. Already metaphase word itself, it is there in the word metaphase plate. Equatorial plate, second letter of the metaphase E is there, E. Equatorial plate, metaphase plate that occurs in metaphase. Equatorial plate is formed in metaphase. Now here most important point, morphology of chromosomes can be studied during metaphase only. Morphology, first letter M, metaphase, first letter M. Morphology of chromosomes means the total number of chromosomes, size of the chromosome, next type of chromosome. So total chromosomes, morphological characters can be studied clearly during metaphase. So study of morphology of chromosomes, that is known as karyotype. So the karyotype means the total morphology of the chromosomes, size, shape and total number of chromosomes clearly can be observed during metaphase. So morphology, metaphase, metaphase plate. Here already metaphase is there, metaphase. Equatorial plate, that also formed in metaphase. But here the one more important point, spindle fibers, they start arises from opposite poles. These spindle fibers attach to kinetochore of the chromosome. But here the spindle fibers arises from both poles. But these spindle fibers connected to kinetochore of the centromere. But here spindle fibers, they arises from opposite poles. They connects to kinetochore of the chromosome. But one chromosome I will draw here, it is centromere. That centromere has two kinetochores. Now I will draw the here structure of chromosome for understanding purpose here. This chromosome, it is magnified chromosome. For understanding purpose, just enlarged. This round structure is called centromere. Round structure centromere. That each centromere that has disc shaped structure. This half disc like structure is called kinetochore. So one centromere consists of two kinetochores. Here also one more kinetochore is there. There are two kinetochores makes one centromere or primary construction. These spindle fibers connects to kinetochore of the chromosome. But here spindle fibers usually can find three different types in metaphase. So first type, chromosomal spindle fibers. Next, continuous spindle fibers. Third, interzonal spindle fibers. So now I will give the clarity about three types of spindle fibers. So chromosomal spindle fiber, the spindle fiber whatever arises from the pole, they connects to directly chromosome. Such type of spindle fibers, chromosomal spindle fibers. So from this both poles, chromosomal spindle fibers arises and connects to centromere of the chromosome. But here continuous spindle fibers. Continuous means they extend from one pole to another pole. Such type of spindle fibers are continuous spindle fibers. Continuous means they extend from one pole and they connects to opposite pole without contacting chromosomes. Such type of spindle fibers, continuous spindle fibers. Whereas the last and final spindle fibers, interzonal spindle fibers. These interzonal spindle fibers, just they extend from the pole. But here these are interzonal spindle fibers. They extend from the pole, but they do not touch the chromosome. They do not reach to opposite pole. But here, depending upon the nature of the spindle fibers, if the spindle fiber connect to chromosome, chromosomal spindle fiber. If the chromosome extend from one pole to another, continuous spindle fiber. If the spindle fiber just freely they suspend from the pole, but they do not connect to, they do not contact to chromosomes and they do not reach to opposite pole. Such type of spindle fibers, interzonal spindle fibers. During anaphase, mainly chromosomal spindle fibers play